Ready for a deep dive?
I'm ready.
Awesome. This one's going to be fun.
Yeah, should be.
Okay, so we're going to dive into Chinese mythology this time. Specifically, the story of Jumang.
Mom. Right. The god of spring.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. Sounds very peaceful, right? Well, that's just the surface. We're going beyond blooming flowers today.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, this guy's much more dynamic than you might think.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
We'll discover how his powers actually work, why he once got into it with a very powerful dragon.
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
Yeah. And we'll find out what surprising skill he supposedly gave to us humans.
Hey, wait.
So, imagine a being with a bird's body, but the face of a man, decked out in emerald robes.
That's him.
That's him. And not just any bird, right? Often he's depicted with the head of a pheasant.
Interesting. Why a pheasant?
Well, in Chinese culture, the pheasant is a symbol of good fortune. Like spring itself is arriving with this super auspicious energy.
I like that. And it gets deeper. He's not just ANY spring deity. He's actually the son of the Eastern Green Emperor.
Ah, so there's a whole hierarchy here.
Exactly. And he's super connected to this idea of wood energy, or Mode.
Wood energy. I'm curious, what does that even mean in this context?
It's not just about literal wood, right? In Chinese philosophy, wood represents growth, vitality, expansion.
Yeah.
Like the driving force of spring itself.
Ah, I see.
Jumang's connection to this wood energy, it's not just symbolic, it's actually the source of his power to wake nature up after a long winter.
He's like the embodiment of that fresh start energy.
Exactly. Pushing through the cold, bringing life back to the world. Okay, so walk us through a typical spring day for Jia. What's on his to-do list?
All right, so picture this. Flying across the land, right? Emerald robes billowing in the wind, and wherever he goes, snow melts, seeds sprout, trees burst into leaf. He's not just watching spring happen, he's making it happen.
It's like he's painting the world green again.
Totally. And this is where things get interesting. So there's this one myth about a year with a terrible drought.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the people were desperate. And Na, seeing their suffering, he decides he has to do something.
Makes sense. He's the god of spring.
Right. So he summons rain, hoping to bring relief to everyone.
That sounds like a good move. Wait, but I have a feeling not everyone was happy about that.
You're catching on. It did not go over well with
Who's Jinglong?
the dragon god of rain. He was not pleased, saw it as totally overstepping.
Stepping on his toes, basically.
Right. You can imagine the tension. A god of spring, summoning rain, encroaching on another deity's turf.
Sounds like things are about to get heated.
Yeah. So who do you think steps in to settle this divine showdown?
Is there someone above both of them?
Yep. The Jade Emperor, the big boss of the heavens.
Of course.
He steps in. It acknowledges compassion, right? He gets where he's coming from, but he reminds him, even gods have their lanes. Can't just go around doing whatever you want.
Checks and balances, even in heaven.
Exactly. So the Jade Emperor, he grants Da the ability to coax rain.
Okay. So he can help a little.
Yeah, but only in collaboration with Shaf. They have to work together.
Balance and cooperation are key, even in the celestial realm. So we've got Jia, he brings spring, negotiates with rain gods, but there's more to his story, right?
Oh, absolutely. Jia is also credited with teaching humans some very important skills.
Like what?
Carpentry and tool making.
Wow. Those are kind of essential for, everything.
Right. Think about it. Building homes, cultivating land. He's not just a god of nature, he's helping humans build civilization.
He's like the ultimate handyman.
In a way. And there's this really touching story about an elderly farmer who's struggling, right? His crops just won't grow no matter how hard he works.
Oh no, poor guy.
And then one night, Jia appears, uses his magical staff to revitalize the whole field. Farmer wakes up and boom, healthy, thriving crops.
That's amazing.
Isn't it? It shows John's generosity, his desire to help people in need.
He doesn't just give a handout, he helps them help themselves.
Exactly. And that's what I love about these myths. Even ancient stories can teach us so much.
Absolutely. Like what we've learned about Doi, it's not just a story. It shows us the connection between nature and humanity.
The importance of balance, working together, and the power of compassion, even for a god.
It makes you think, if you could ask God for one gift renewal, knowledge, or the ability to help others, which would you choose?
That's a tough one. What about you?
I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. What do you think our listeners would choose? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time.
Happy diving.